I don't know about you, but I in 2022 am not playing around. I have important goals to achieve, and I truly do think there's an art to goal achievement that literally no one talks about. I think during the new year, there's so much misinformation on how to actually achieve your goals. So in this video, I'm gonna give you guys the meat, how to set right goals and how to actually create a system that works for those goals so you can achieve them. The top two most common mistakes we make when setting goals are: first, we take too much time to plan and not enough time to actually act. I feel like people always encourage in like 2022 goal videos and just New Year goals videos, like plan out what you want, make a vision board. But honestly, I think our planning to action ratio is way too similar. Humans literally mistaken extreme visualization for actually making progress on a goal. And we should be asking ourselves, what have I done in the last 72 hours to actually progress towards this goal? Second biggest mistake is that we set our targets too small. I've recently read a book. It's the 10X rule by Grant Cardone. And he says that we tend to underestimate how much it's actually gonna take to get to our goal. And we set too small of targets and then we act too small. But if we set targets that are big enough and goals that really excite us, our action is gonna follow that. When we have a goal that is not exciting enough, it will not get us out of bed. So think about what is really important in your life, and are you setting targets big enough? Here are my thoughts on systems versus goals. I think every single goal should have a measurable output, but it's really important to have actual actionable systems. And then I think in March, you can evaluate like, how are my actions leading to my goal? So I would honestly narrow down 3 desired outputs for the new year. A huge mistake that I have made in the past is setting like more than 3 goals for the new year. I think you'll honestly learn a lot about yourself when you're brainstorming goals and realizing which ones are the most important to you. This year, my top 3 goals are to 1, make viral videos. So I really want to get a video that hits 1 million views. Number 2, I want to have at least 3 amazing platonic friendships. My third goal is to get at least a 1500 on the SAT. Now that you have your desired outputs, you have to ask yourself what it takes to get there. What's really gonna help is making a habit tracker daily of something that you should do every day. Click the link in my description because I have a Notion habit tracker template that you guys can use. So I was watching Captain Sinbad's video on 2022 goals, and he has this mental model that I think is so smart. Our failures in 2021 should influence the goals that we set for 2022. So here's some of my failures. The first mistake I have made, and I kind of keep on making, is I make decisions out of fear and I execute on them too fast. A big conflict in my life recently has been doing things for college. I find myself sometimes picking up hobbies that I don't even care about and realizing, wait, this is not in line with my values of living my life by design. Another mistake I made is I impose society standards for teenagers onto my own life. For instance, people have told me that I need more friends my age, and this year I really believed in that. I really took that advice, and I found myself specifically seeking people out for the mere reason that they were my age, and that's not really fair to them or me. It kind of just made me miserable. Now, honestly, my only standard for friendships is very intuitive. Do I have fun with this person, yes or no? Another example of something that I was struggling with when it came to society standards is I wanted to hire a personal assistant in 2021, but for a while I was kind of hesitant because I was like, most 15-year-olds don't have a personal assistant, but I realized that by me imposing what I felt was normal, because like who even defines normal, you know? I was limiting the opportunities that I could be having and how I could be better using my time. The most helpful advice that I was given recently was to look at the new year as periods instead of an annual thing. And I think the new year does have this energy to it and it pushes people to set new goals, but it can get unhealthy because people tend to just forget about their New Year's goals. So a way around this is the 12-week year, thinking about your year in quarters. We are always the most productive when we think about a year like annually in the last quarter. So that's why companies always make the most money in December. I'm gonna be giving you guys a look into my 12-week year for Q1 of 2022. So the main thing is you want to narrow down your goals for a quarter to like 2 goals. For Q1 of 2022, I have revised this goal board, and I think there is something kind of nice about keeping your goals private. So this isn't 100% accurate to my goals for 2022, but I think it could really serve as a helpful model, and I'll have the Notion template to a 12-week year planner in the description. The goals are to post 8 videos per month, get 6 videos that hit 100,000 views, and find 2 friends that I genuinely vibe with that I hang out with twice per month. So I have the type of goal this is, and then I have tasks that are related to these, and then I have deadlines and really completing them. So this is kind of a way that you can systemize your 12-week year. So the 12-week year concept I actually got from a book, and I'm going to be giving away the book in this video. The giveaway rules for the book are to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram at AnnieLongYT. I'm constantly posting a lot of of content about self-development on there. And DM me your top 3 goals for 2022 and your action plan to get to those goals. And then comment your Instagram username on this YouTube video. And the giveaway rules will be in the description below, so you guys can follow along there too. I also really want to show you guys my habit tracker. I have gamified my habits to a pretty intense degree. Every single day I'll enter into my habit tracker. I have a daily highlight. So this daily highlight is like what I really want to get done today. I think that's like a really big key for like success in the new year, is to be able to narrow down like if I can only achieve one thing, what is it going to be? It's going to give you so much more clarity. So that's my daily highlight. Then I just have gratitude for the day, working out, showering. Yes, I have had to make showering a habit. We're not going to talk about it. Tracking my finances, and then working on a coding project. So this all really contributes to the type of person I want to be. And what I really like is I can have the percentage that I checked. This really helps me see how well I am doing with holding up the habits that I want to keep. And you can almost create like a game with yourself. Like for instance, I can be like, if I shower 80% of the days of this month, then I can do blank. Definitely don't make it super intense, but it can really serve as a really good motivator. Okay, so let's talk about the reflection exercises now, because now that we've done the harder part of talking about actual systems and actions, I think it is really appropriate to reflect on the year. So here are the questions. 1, what were my wins from 2021? What were my losses from 2021? And this is really where you can use this past data to influence your goals for the next year. And then you want to put down your top 3 goals and fill in the blank here. What can I do to achieve goal X? What can I do to achieve goal Y? Making an actual plan for yourself and how you're going to achieve those things will really just realize the vision for yourself. And then ask yourself, what is a daily habit I can instill for each of your goals? And then use my Notion template in the description to make a template out of that. That's all the advice I have for you guys today. Cue the outro. Biggest mistake I've made this year is neglecting self-care. Here's what I do now to put my mental health first. If you want anything in your life to last and be enjoyable, please prioritize your mental health.